Good morning. We're here in Tavira, Portugal on the Algarve. So we're gonna have some fun here today.
Yep.
Right off the bat, we're gonna go rent some bikes.
Yeah, and explore the city. We like to explore the city in different ways. And today we're gonna do a bike ride.
Nice. It's a beautiful day too. Sun's shining, it feels so good.
This place really has a lot going for it. There's a river running right through it. And we have a beach that's close by that we're gonna go to. And
I hear it's like one of the largest, most beautiful beaches in Portugal.
Well, in the Algarve, definitely, yes.
Oh,
so
okay.
We're excited
Okay.
about that.
Yeah.
We're gonna go check out kind of a weird cemetery. It's a cemetery where there's a bunch of
Where old anchors go to
anchors.
die.
That's right. Yeah. And then we're also going to try some of the local seafood.
And what we see so far of Tavira, I'm loving it.
Yep.
I'm loving it already. So let's go get those bikes and start exploring.
Off we go.
Okay, first stop is some hot roasted chestnuts. Obrigado. I don't know if y'all have ever had roasted chestnuts, but they are delicious. And for some reason, they seem exceptionally fabulous here in Portugal.
We're just left the town and now we're on our way to the beach.
To get to the beach, you have the option of riding this little passenger train that'll take you down to the beachfront. But they also have a walking path, and it's really not that far, but if you have issues or little ones, you can ride this little train.
So the train or this walking path guides you through this sort of marshy area that lies between the mainland and the beach that we're headed to. And this marshy area is part of what's called Ria Famosa. And the Ria Famosa is like a nature reserve where there's several hundred species across birds and other animals that migrate through here, that have their nests here, etc. So we've made it to Praia Du Barrill, which I believe stands for Anchor Beach. You can see behind me there's a bunch of anchors here that are a symbol of the tuna fishing that was happening from this village up until about the 60s. So at that point, commercial fishery for tuna really took off, and these fishermen could no longer compete with their traditional methods of fishing, which involved lots of nets. And for those nets to remain in place, they needed lots of anchors. And these anchors were used for precisely that, to keep those nets down and anchored into the ground. So there's about 200 of these, and it's really sort of a nice way to remind themselves and the tourism and everybody else of what used to exist here. Right now, there are still a number of small fishermen's huts here that they've converted into an ice cream shop and all kinds of different businesses that are typically thriving in the summertime. So yeah, it's a really nice place. So let's go check out the beach.
You'll also find a great museum here giving you all the history on the tuna that was harvested here. However, it's not open right now. We are in the off season. So if you're ever in this area and you'd like to learn more about the fishermen and the tuna that they caught here and how they did it, you know, it'd be a great place to come and learn that history down here in Portugal.
So one of the delicacies here in Tavira is ameijoas, which are clams. So we got ourselves some clams for an appetizer, and I'm about to try.
Yep, gonna try them out. So here, they're drenched in just garlic, lemon, olive oil.
Yep.
So good.
What are you doing?
The ameijoas are gone, but I love the sauce.
Garlic, butter. I should get a straw.
Oh, that would be good.
Thank you for joining us today on our trip to Tavira. We really like this little town. It's got a lot of authenticity still. And we found this restaurant. It's right on the river.
Yep.
And sun's going down. Beautiful.
We had a great bike ride to the beach.
Yeah, it was excellent.
It was a beautiful day.
Yep.
The sun was out.
Everything okay?
Yes, very
Yeah,
good.
perfect. Thank you.
And they're very friendly and helpful here.
That's right. Yeah. He's made sure it's okay like 4 times now. So we're definitely still.
We're okay.
All right.
Thanks for joining us today on our bike ride to the beach from Tavira on the Algarve in Portugal.
We'll be back to you soon with more videos.
Yep. Bye.
Bye. So I just tried a piece of her octopus. It may be breaded, but that is by far the most tender piece of octopus I've ever eaten. I don't know how they did it, but it is absolutely wonderful.
It melts in your mouth.
Yeah.
Really.